What's up? What's up? Got a mega story for you about a MAGA hat. This one. This is a genuine Make America Great Again hat I bought at Trump Tower. I can't remember if it was Vegas or New York. You know, the made in USA, got the rope, you know, the real deal. I got a fake one, a camouflage one that I've worn occasionally, very rarely, I don't know, 5 times in 4 years. This one is more like, you know, I just keep it on the shelf, collector's item. It's not autographed yet. So I told my wife, she wanted me to go to Market Basket. I'm like, okay, I'm not working today. I got a day off. It's Friday. It's 1:30. It's going to be dead. I'm going to wear my MAGA hat and see what kind of reaction I get. Because the Market Basket in downtown Manchester is where a lot of the inner city people shop. They have almost a full-time Manchester police officer working there because of all the theft. Not just of the food, but people getting their purses stolen right out of their shopping cart. You got heroin addicts in the bathroom shooting up. So you've got to hear this. But first, let's hit the intro. Booyah! Okay, Mega MAGA. So, my wife had second thoughts, and I'm like, what could go wrong, right? Silly me. I mean, some people just see a red hat and they're already triggered, you know? I've seen a red hat that said, made you look again. So anyhow, I get to the parking lot in Market Basket, Elm Street. And as I'm walking to the store, I see a lady that's just finishing up emptying her shopping cart, and I usually grab a cart and bring one in with me, or if I see somebody doing that, I'll take theirs and save them a trip. So I said, oh, I'll take that cart, ma'am. She's, oh, thank you, here you go. She pushes the cart my way and stops mid-sentence. I'm like, the hat? I think the hat's already have an effect on people. Don't tell me she was triggered. So I take the cart and start walking toward the store, and I hear, I hate the hat! Oh, we got a Karen, and I'm not even in the store yet. So I'm texting my wife, hun, I'm being yelled at and I'm not even in the store. This is gonna be great. So I go in the store, walk in, and the store's pretty busy. It's 1:30 on a Friday? Do people work or what? And I look and I see, at least I sense, I mean, I do see a lot of people looking, and then I see everybody's head just seem to turn away, like, oh. I'm like, is that my imagination, or am I triggering the whole store? So I take my shopping cart, start working my way over towards the produce area, and I notice people are like walking towards me, and they're just, oh, I'm gonna turn left, oh, I'm gonna turn right, and I'm like, oh, this is great. It's like I have the store to myself. I got the whole aisle. Everybody's moving. This can't be happening. So I get over towards like the milk area, and I see this like 63-year-old lesbian lady just walking towards me, and she's locked on me, and like she's making a beeline like right towards me, and I'm like, where's she going? There's plenty of room. Boom! Bumps right into me. I'm like, what? Literally, I stood there and I'm like, it's the hat. And I started laughing. I just laughed. I mean, maybe she thought I was going to be like, oh, apologize to her. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, really? A fake apology? I mean, if you're going to bump into me and make it a little conspicuous, seriously? So I'm like, okay, this is great. Texting my wife, I'm being assaulted. So my wife's texting back, you better keep your mouth quiet. You know, don't be talking. Just do your shopping and come straight home. Like, my wife's nervous for me now. So I go around the corner. Now I'm heading towards the eggs and the sour cream. And I see a lady, and she looks at me and she stops. And she goes, I'm going to let you go first, and I'm going to go around the other way. This is heaven. Everybody's moving for me. It's like I'm VIP. Then, okay, that's the third incident. I've got like 2 things in my shopping cart. So then I swing around and I go over and I need to get some flat bread. And there's a shopping cart in the way. But I see a market basket kid on the ground. Kid, he's probably 30, stalking. So I just, I don't need to bother him. I just pull the cart out and I start to grab my bread and he goes, oh, sorry about that. And he looks at me and he's like, and his eyes just locked. Just locked on me, like they couldn't move. They were like, and I'm like, I think this kid's in a zone, man. So I put his cart back. I'm like, thanks, bro. I'm good. And I go around the corner, and I'm like, every once in a while when you go out, you're gonna run into somebody, like you lock eyes, and some kind of weird vibe happens, and you're just like, oh, that was weird. That was happening to me, like the whole time. Like I'm like, this is weird. Oh, that's kind of weird. If you really want to, experience humanity, like at its worst, just go out with the MAGA hat and see what happens. Sometimes, you're gonna get fist bumps. I've gotten fist bumps with my cami MAGA hat. But anyhow, I go to put my bread in the cart, and I feel the side of the flatbread. It's all hard and crusty. I'm like, what the heck is this? I must have had a hole in the bag. I don't know. So now I'm like, oh great, I got to go back by the zombie eye guy, So I go back, and he's standing there, and he sees me, and he freezes. He's like, and his eyes are incapable of moving left or right. They're just stuck right here. And I'm like, bro, feel this flatbread, man. It's all stale. And he's like, he touches it, and he's like, yeah. I go, I'm gonna go and get another one. And the whole time he's just staring at me. So I grab the bread, I walk away, and I turn around and I just look at him, and he's still just like, oh my gosh, a real live Trump voter in a MAGA hat. I'm like, oh my goodness. So then I go from there. That's it for all the weirdness on that part of the store. That was it for, yeah. Wait. I forgot. The lesbian lady. I ran into her again. After the other lady goes, oh, I'm just going to get out of your way. I saw the lesbian lady, but this time she was with her girlfriend. And they were walking right towards me. And they were both like, and the girl that bumped into me, she was, I'm not going to bump into you again. She swings around me. I'm like, cuckoo. Then I go to the produce area. Produce people were cool. Everybody was cool in the produce section. They're chill, And then, so I'm like, get a couple things. I didn't need a lot. Then I go to check out. And I'm like, I feel like I got enough material. This is, And so I'm putting my food on the conveyor belt. The lady's scanning the items. And I go, oh, those are Honeycrisp apples. Oh, thank you. And then, oh, those are Oriental yams. Oh, thank you. So I'm not really paying attention to the bagger because he had that kind of like, when I looked towards his way, he looked like I didn't exist. So I'm like, okay, I got enough. I don't need to put this guy to the test, I'm not gonna stare at him going, hey dude, how you doing here? And all of a sudden the cashier starts yelling at me. Hey, what are you doing? You don't put those eggs on the bottom. I'm like, what? The old man put my eggs, not in the top part, where the child seat area, where you're supposed to, with the bread. He put them on the bottom and he was putting bags on top. Dude was gonna crush my eggs. Never happened before. 100% guaranteed the MAGA hat. The dude was gonna crush my eggs. So I came home and then my wife's like, because she's texting me, be careful, because I'm texting her like live updates, And I open the door and I'm like, honey, this is my market basket hat for now on. I have the whole store to myself. People move, and it's just if you want to just do like a human experiment, and how people react to psychological behavior, mass psychosis, It's all triggered by this hat. So I'm gonna sport this more often. That's my MAGA story. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.